Trevor Green, my name is Steve. Don't ask me what I'm doing here, because I don't know. One day I woke up in the middle of a forest, covered in snow, devoid of all memory and sense of identity. Oh my gosh. Spent the first couple of hours calling for help, wandering around, hoping I'd find someone nearby. After a while, I came to the reluctant conclusion that I was well and truly isolated. I might not know who I am, or why I woke up in the snowy forest, but that didn't mean I was going to sit down and let depression take me along with the wolves. I needed a plan of action. I needed a way to survive. But first, a man needs to know himself. I have decided to call myself Steve. It's a good name. I guess so. I spent some time searching the area, looking for anything that might be useful to me. Tools and weapons would be my first priority. Don't ask me how I knew, but I could tell the forest would be dangerous at night. I spotted a tree nearby and went to it, running my hands over the dark brown bark. It was a good tree, strong, so I punched it. I won't bore you with the details of my struggle against starvation and wolves. I fought, bled, and conquered. I stumbled over hills and down into water-filled valleys. I slew cows and ate their flesh to stay alive. Making Minecraft seem a lot darker than it is.
That's pretty good.
At nighttime, I was attacked by monsters, proving my intuition about the forest to be correct. That was a few months ago. I've since become used to this way of life in this strange land. The name of Steve fits me like a glove, and I am the master of my modest stone home. I've raised cattle, planted wheat, and baked bread. And then yesterday my house blew up.
Oh!
You see, I was on the roof, replacing some wooden shingles that had blown loose in a rainstorm. What? Is this Minecraft? When a creeper appeared from nowhere. Tried to pull back on a sight, but he spotted me and exploded. Now, I might not have mentioned creepers before. I call them creepers because that's what they do. I first discovered them while exploring my first cave, and let me tell you, those things are scary. Creeping along the stone with 4 stubby legs attached to a long torso. Its face stared at me with a strange sadness, mouth gaping in a profound grimace, arms stumps. Creeper withered and pulsed, its mouth opening in agony only a split second before it exploded in a roar of fire. I almost died that day. As the sun turned orange and dipped toward the horizon, I knew I had to get to shelter, fast. These lands bred monsters, and the sun's rapid progress worried me. With nothing but my axes and the wooden boards I'd honed, I dug a hole in the ground and prepared to wait out the night. I put the last board in place and listened with dread as a dozen clacking mandibles drooled at the thought of my sweet blood. With a deep breath, I broke through the wooden barrier.
What are you doing, boy?
And leapt to the offense, screaming, "My name is Steve!" He just screams that. I ducked and dodged, keeping my lightly armored limbs from the 6 spiders' poisoned fangs as I hacked at their hairy bodies. I tried to retreat, but my foot fell into the very hole I'd hidden in. I smiled grimly as the spiders tried to swarm into the small hole. Their disgusting bodies were too big. I hacked at them from below, killing several. Perhaps there was a chance. My hope was short-lived, and my stomach dropped as a creeper suddenly appeared, blindly following the spiders, hoping for an easy victim. How could my luck have been so horrible? I knew what was going to happen next. Adrenaline flashed through my veins, and I threw myself back as the creeper toppled into the hole, coming to land in a heap not 2 feet from me. I was trapped. The cold dirt and unyielding stone pressed against my back as I turned away, squeezing my eyes shut as the dreaded sound filled the small hole. One day I woke up in the middle of a forest, covered in snow. The end. It's a loop!
That's pretty good.